And today we're going to be checking out this Autogen welding machine. You can weld stick welds, you can do TIG welds. It goes all the way up to 220 amps and it's going to be perfect for that small shop or garage. Let's go ahead, get a closer look and see what all you're going to get. Alright, so we're just going to start off with the machine. You can see it's called the TIG-220. You have your amp control right here. You can also have your buttons for TIG, stick, your gas delays, and all your other settings. You can see this is where you would hook up your TIG welder. You have your stick welder hookups here. It does come with this adapter that will adapt your dryer plug 220 to a regular 110 to plug this, because you can hook this up to 220, so you can run that 220 amps. You get all your TIG accessories and nozzles and a couple extras on top of that. You get a ground, you get a gas hose, you get the electrode holder for the stick welder. This is your TIG setup. You can see you have your TIG gun up here and your activation button. You're also going to get this little pancake welding shield. You do have to fold this and snap it together. And it also has a glass shield, so very nice, and a little handle for holding it. So as I said before, at 220 volts the max is 220 amp for this. At 110 volts you can go all the way up to 180 amps, which is very good. You can see the 2T and the 4T here. That is for your post gas time, meaning how much gas or how long the gas comes out of your TIG after you release the button, to give that weld time to properly cool and to keep that oxygen away from that weld. It's super lightweight. It has a LED screen. It's going to be portable, easy to move around. It does not weigh that much at all. Will be more than sufficient for those small projects, smaller shops, and for your garage and home use as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and try this thing out. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hook up our ground rod first. Just push it in and twist it till it locks. Now we're going to hook up our electrode holder. We're going to be doing the stick welder today. If you're going to use the TIG welder, make sure that you understand that you have to buy a separate gas bottle and a gauge to connect the TIG welder up. We have a couple welding rods here. These welding rods are HE422 is what it says on the rod, or CHF422, if that tells you more experienced welders what kind of rods they are. And now we need to just hook up power. We're going to be running at 110. We're going to plug it up. It's turned on in the back. Cooling fan's kicked on. Machine is now going. You can see your amp setting right here. I'm just going to start off around 120. So let's just start out at 120 amps. And what we're going to be welding is this little flat steel right here. This is like a 3/8 thick bar, maybe. It's not that, if it's even that thick. And we just got some square tubing, and we're just going to run a quick bead just to test this machine out. Make sure your ground has a good connection. We're going to get us a rod in place, just like that. When you make this connection, make sure these two don't touch until you're ready. I'm going to turn the camera just a little bit. I'm going to try not to burn up my little table here. And I'm gonna weld this just to show you how to weld it, but I'm going to fix it where I can snap it off, because this is not a permanent weld I'm making. I'm just doing a quick demo for you guys to let you see how the machine works. Alright, I think we should be good to go. Now let's see what we can do. Not quite hot enough. Turn this up. Still ran out and a little cold. I'm just going to do a couple test welds on here because that's going to be ugly. there you have some very bad welds. Don't blame the machine, blame the welder. You can see I haven't got so hot I burned through the steel right there. But we are going to knock the slag off of those just to see how they turned out. And there you have it. So yes, it does weld. It welds quite nicely and quite easily. Even got so hot I burnt through this tube steel, but I just turned it up too much because I haven't welded in forever, so you got to give me a break on that one. So overall, a nice little welding machine. Like I said, it's super light, super portable. You can use the adapter and hook it into your dryer plug to give you that 220 amps. If you want to just run it off the 110, you can just plug it in to the 110 and you get 180 amps. Simple, compact, and does a good job. I hope this video helps, and thanks for watching.